Okay, usually it takes some time, but yes, going live now. Hello, yo, everyone. Also, hi, Emrah.
Hey, Jude. Hey, everyone.
Hello. The usual, let's wait like a couple of seconds for everyone to join, but in the meantime, um, let's do like a little quick introduction. I'm sure like almost everyone joining is probably familiar with us by now, Emrah. Um, so yeah, my name is Jude. I am a part of the marketing team with User Guiding, and Emrah here is our product marketing manager. Do you want to say,
Hey.
yeah, awesome. So this workshop Wednesday for this session, we're gonna talk about product communication, and Emrah is the main guy when it comes to all announcements, launches, product updates that we have. So he's the guy to talk about for this topic. So just a quick housekeeping, just the usual, the regular. So we'll keep this session for an hour max. There will be some polls and some engagement, so keep an eye out. I'll probably won't mention it during the presentation, but it'll be some interesting content as well. And at the end of the webinar, we can like share it with you guys. We can look over it and drop in your questions in the chat at any time. We have a Q&A session at the end, and if there's anything that is relevant for the current presentation that Emma will be doing, we can go through that and share it. Awesome. All right. Emrah, you want to take it away?
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
let's start then. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to today's webinar called Mastering Product Communication. So I will be giving you a framework for reaching users everywhere. So I will be basically sharing with you my own framework for communicating regular updates, regular product updates, and mostly like small to medium-sized feature updates uh, to your users, either subscribers or all of your users, trial users, whatever you like. Quickly, I'm Jude already mentioned, but I'm Emrah. I am a product marketing manager at UserGuiding. So one of the main responsibilities of my role centers around how we communicate updates, features, and improvements to our users, and also making sure that they don't just stay informed, but also, in a way, can act on what's new. So today, like I said, I'll be sharing the exact framework I use at User Guiding for communicating product updates, like how I gather information, how I create update posts, and then what I do to amplify them across multiple channels, such as like emails, our socials, and in-app, so that the updates reach the right people in the right way and at the right time effectively. So yeah, uh, let's start with the basics. Like why does product communication matter? A new feature that isn't communicated properly might as well not exist, in my opinion, because like if users don't hear about it, or if they only hear once in a crowded channel, they won't engage with it. If it's a new, if it's an updated, improved feature or a new feature, they won't just engage with it, and it will be useless. So clear, consistent product communication bridges the gap between product development and user experience. I mean, in my opinion, it ensures that every update gets visibility and that users have the resources they need to understand and use it. For us at User Guiding, the central principle is pretty simple within this framework. Uh, it goes like this: every update deserves a single source of truth and then multiple points of amplification.
There was this one quote, Emrah, I don't know if you know it, but it's like no matter how good your feature is or your product, if you can't communicate it, then no one's gonna be able to use it, you know? No one's gonna get the value of it. So I think that's kind of right, the importance of it.
Exactly, exactly. I agree. I mean, I was previously, so I'll speak on speak a little bit on what we used to do. So I was previously a product manager at User Guiding, and we didn't have a designated product marketing manager then. So product managers, with the help of some other people from marketing, were mainly responsible for announcing updates and new features. So we had created a public Notion page, as you can see in the slide here, and we were simply dumping details onto that page on a monthly basis. So we didn't have a holistic approach uh, to bringing those updates to our users' attention, and basically had no way of tracking who and at what volume was seeing those updates on that page.
Yeah,
Uh,
I remember this
yeah,
page. We had it also on the homepage, and then I was gonna ask that, like, did we have any way of like tracking at least, or like understanding who's visiting, right? Even I don't know if Notion has this still, or if it didn't even add it, right?
I mean, I'm not sure because we've stopped
Yeah.
like around 2 years ago, so I'm not sure. But back then, no way of knowing how that page has performed. So, well, then after I transitioned into the product marketing manager role, this issue started bugging me because now I was able to see that we were just not doing enough. And I started to create the basic framework that I will share with you today to utilize, especially for announcing, like I said, regular updates and or small to mid-size feature releases that I still use. Like you said, Jude, like back when I was a product manager, uh, I felt like kind of in a way like if you build it, they'll come.
Yeah.
Uh, but now I feel like if you show it, they come. If that makes
Exactly.
sense.
Because like when you were mentioning it, like I was thinking, man, like especially from like the chat here, a lot of almost everyone is like a product person, right? And then
Mhm,
this responsibility falls under a product manager, right? Because like they're like working on this product for I don't know, like let's say 90% of their time is just like building it, and then being in contact with the developers to kind of bring it to life, and then there's like that last like 10% or whatever 5% that you still have left of your energy regarding this project or feature to like announce it. But then at that point it's like there isn't a proper framework, because like you're so focused on just developing the tool that
mhm.
announcing it is a completely different like mindset, I think. And that's where a lot of product people kind of lack in this, let's say, skill, right? And
Mhm.
that's where like product marketing managers come into play, as opposed to being a product manager.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And like that, this kind of we can call it like a kind of a dark times in terms of like product announcement, user guiding. What we do now is like in general is a more holistic approach. So we have a dedicated space that we uh, basically compile our product updates, whether it's regular or not. We create a post for each update, and then we use that update post basically as a single source of truth for that release. And then this space gives us the ability to also track and get sentiments, like either written sentiments or uh, like basic sentiment survey uh, data. Like it's a built-in option in this product updates feature, and it also allows us to connect this update post and this update space to other channels as well, either through linking or like direct integration with other in-app materials that we use on our app.
So basically, you're kind of like funneling like
Definitely.
into that product updates page, so
Yeah.
you're able to have like, spread the information through all the channels that you want. But at the end of the day, it's not that you're like throwing a lot of information everywhere, but it's more like you want to connect it and you want the user to funnel in, and at the end of the day, like lead them to this, as you said, like the what did you call it, like this, the something truth, like that's like the main source
Yeah.
of truth for the update.
Basically a single source of truth.
Single
Yes.
source of truth. Yeah, I like that. Based off of this, I did start a poll, which is basically, what's the main channel that works for you when releasing a new update? And you've mentioned it, Emrah, but like there's like
Mhm.
other options as well. So like, when you build the product updates page, you still have to, of course, like share the information, spread the
Mhm.
word. So you have like the in-app messaging, the classic email or newsletter type of announcing, social media blog, and some other channels as well. One of them could be like through like support or maybe community. Um, so what's your point on that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the way I frame this in this framework, actually, like we have a single source of truth that basically promotes and gives all the details on the new updates, and all the other promotional channels are basically used as amplification and used they are used to draw traffic into that single source of truth. So all the other channels could be anything. So as we go on, I'll give you some examples on that as well. But uh, in everyone's case, they could be like a lot of different things, and whatever way or whatever channel that you are able to utilize to draw traffic into that single source of truth, as I mentioned, uh, is always great,
Do
in
you
my
think
opinion.
do you think this changes between industries, let's say, or like whether it's a B2B company or a B2C? What does that usually change, or is
Yeah,
it?
probably yes. I mean, I don't have enough experience in B2C, but I mean, I can only imagine that it would change. Uh, for B2B, or I would say I wouldn't classify them as like B2B, B2C products, but I would classify them as rather like high engagement and low engagement
Mm,
products. If it's a high engagement product, I would advise to utilize the in-app experiences more, because your users are already there regularly, and it's the most effective way to reach them while they're already engaging with the app. But if it's a low engagement app or low engagement product that you're utilizing, then you can maybe think about like uh, highlighting those updates more on maybe like socials or like through emails as well. I mean, email is a no-brainer for all tools, but
everyone, right?
maybe for yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so let's start with the framework. Um, so first step is like gathering the details about the update. So here's what basically everything starts: the alignment with the product team. When a release is ready, I gather the raw details and all the documents, like what's new, what problem this uh, feature or an improvement solves, and what value it delivers to the users potentially. And these can be in like different shapes or forms, and like these can be like development tasks, design files, product requirement documents, and you can also I do this a lot. You can log into the staging environment and test out the improvement or the new feature yourself. It will always give you better ideas while creating uh, the update post, like while creating a uh, basically how to frame the new feature or an improvement. And then the next step, I'll go to our support team to gather all the help materials they've already prepared for this new updates or features. These can be like help articles, the in-app materials that they've created, the in-app experiences that they created to onboard the users to this new feature, and they might have created some explainer videos on how a certain experience work, and they also create some like support scripts beforehand to help with possible support questions regarding the new feature. And our support team also employs our own tool, again, the AI assistant. It is an AI agent. So they create like custom text snippets to feed to the AI agent to help with the possible questions that might come up regarding the new features within this new release. And then lastly, I'll go to our marketing team to gather all the other supportive content that might help me create this announcement post. These could be like landing pages, the blog posts for like setting the context, and especially for like mid to or bigger sized features, they might also create launch videos as well, so I can utilize those in the product update posts as well.
Do you recommend these? I don't know if I would call them steps, but like this. First of all, like the framework looks amazing, and I know Claire in the comments she mentioned like she's looking forward to hear the. So like, you can screenshot this presentation right now because it seems very like a really nice framework for that. What I would like to understand is, do you think it's better to like go through them chronologically, or is it like mm, you're kind of doing them like with cross alignment, with support, with marketing, with product team?
I mean, not necessarily chronologically,
Hmm.
because it's a. I mean, like some of these documents I mentioned here or materials I mentioned here are already ready, like maybe months before the launch date. But some of them are uh, are completed in their final form, like really close to the launch date as well. So even if you want to, you can't go chronologically, in my opinion. So I gather all of these where available, of course. I gather all of these and basically try to make sense of the value the new feature will deliver or is intended to deliver to the users. And there's a lot of back and forth while collecting these information as well. So we go back and forth with the support team or like product team. Like maybe this could be like this could be edited this way. This could be like that,
Mhm.
and they also give me ideas on how we can promote it. And so this is a lot of back and forth at the end of the day, and not necessarily in a chronological order.
Makes sense.
All right, then the next step is the creating the product update post. Like I said, this is the single source of truth for our releases. This is basically how like a creating process of an update post on user guiding looks like. It's a pretty straightforward process. So you basically have have an image for the post, and then it's a text what you see is what you get kind of text editor, and then you create the post there. While creating these update posts, I basically like utilize especially recently I utilize ChatGPT a lot. And once you uh, start kind of perfecting the prompt and once you get to your like fifth or sixth product update post, like it gives you a lot more like to the point posts as well, and it also helps your regular update posts to be consistent, uh, basically regularly.
Looking at the product updates page here, I had this like flashback of, I don't know, maybe like 15 years ago when um you would like want to create like a blog on WordPress. It kind of gave that same feeling of like nostalgic ease of use,
Mhm.
basically. Um, so yeah, then you would like create the product updates post. Uh,
Mhm.
Over here, what I would like to run like another poll, if you don't mind, Emrah.
Yeah.
Basically, kind of asking about like the biggest challenge people are facing with product announcements. I'll start it here, and we have a couple of options. So some of the biggest challenges, and then of course like you can give your 2 cents, Emrah. Um, Reaching out to users, or getting the users to actually like read the product updates, getting the users to adopt and try, let's say,
Mhm.
a new update or a feature, and fourth, measuring the impact and analyzing, the success of the campaign. So, what do you think would be like the biggest challenge that you faced before when it came to product announcements, whether it's like a new feature or just like a new release update?
I mean, I think the biggest feature is always like biggest obstacle uh, is always getting the users to test out the new either the feature or the updates. And I think there's no like absolute uh, like absolute victory on that. So you can only get better, in my opinion, or based on my experience, I would say. Uh, so the biggest challenge is always to get the users to test out. But if you like effortlessly uh, try to get their attention on multiple channels, I see that users are more likely to test it out. And I mean, there's also other challenges after or during they test out the feature or after they test out the feature, but those are like more like product adoption challenges. So I
Mm.
will not go more into a lot of details on that side. So in terms of product communication challenges, is always to get more people to uh, test out the feature
Yeah.
that you are announcing.
Makes sense. From the poll answers that we have here, actually, I think the majority, and we'll share this at the end of the webinar, by the end of it. But it's actually getting people to actually like see the post, where a lot of people are like struggling with it. But then the rest of it is, as you said, getting the users to like adopt or test it, and also like measuring the success, which is very interesting to see. And going back to the product updates post, Emrah,
Mhm.
I also like had a question like pop into my head now is, you've mentioned, and this was one of the questions that I would like to ask you also like by the end of the like at the final minutes of the webinar,
Mhm.
while you're using like ChatGPT, right? As you said, like after it's a machine learning tool, so when you're giving it examples and you're still like refining it with the prompts and giving it feedback, it's going to be more accurate when it comes to the content. And what I want to know is, from your standpoint, what are some of the, let's say, like best practices when it comes to like the content or the copywriting of the product updates post? So this way it's like not very generic, right? You
Mhm.
also want it to be straight to the point, and you want people to see the value of that new tool or like the new feature or the update in order for them to, test it out.
Like in terms of like utilizing AI or just like in general, like creating the
Well, in general, I
updates.
mean, AI is the now it's like the main tool for,
Yeah.
creating this type of content, or let's say refining it. But for the end product of, what you want to add at the product updates post,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in general, like while starting out with the AI. I think I found out that the best way to go about is like uh, it always works better if I'm able to like feed them with a lot of documents regarding the new updates. So the documents I mentioned in the slide before, if I can get if I can get my hands on like 10 or 12 different documents or like videos or like they might not all be documents but also materials like videos or such, uh, like the more materials I have at hand, the better uh, the end product, like in terms of the update post here, the end product is, as far as I saw. Like in terms of the construct of the update post, I think I think the most important details are like it should it should give definitely a clear explanation of the update. Uh, this is by far the most important thing, and it also should have links to those help articles or like videos where available, and those blog posts. There should be links to those as well, so that if a user that is reading these update posts uh, is already like interested in the feature, uh, they should be able to get a lot more information in detail. So those detailed information should always be at hand inside the update posts.
Mm,
And one other thing is like there should always be a link to the feature inside the tool, so that they can like easily go and test out the feature while they're already engaging and while they're already showing interest to that feature while reading the update post.
call to action, basically, because like
Yeah, basically a call to action,
end of the
yes.
day, that's the goal. Are you a fan of that? Like explain it to me like I'm five type of content, right? Like, because you don't want to like complicate it, but I kind of understand what you mean, where it's like simplify it in the beginning. Don't make it like so complicated.
Mhm.
But then later on, once you kind of get the user or the reader hooked on this new, let's say, feature update,
Mhm.
then there's more links to like dive deeper into the more like technical stuff or the background or as you said, the help articles.
Yeah, the way I go about it, like it's basically a consists of two parts. The product updates post. Uh, Lately, that's how I structure them. The first part will give users the clear explanation of what this new update or feature does and what is intended to do. And the second part is kind of like use case based. So there will be a lot of like implementation, use case implementation examples in that second part. So I will try to get the details or like get the job and convey the job that this feature is has been intended to do, and then uh, kind of like in the second part I will try to give, utilizing examples, of course, example use cases. I will try to give basically some ideas that a user might utilize this new feature or this new functionality uh, in their own use cases. So that's basically it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this actually like a short, concise update post. This is our latest post, actually, a screenshot of our latest post. Uh, as you can see, the first part ends with a link to the help article regarding the update, and the second part ends with another link, a text link, like straight into the product. to try the new feature out. All right. Then the next step is to start amplifying and start driving traffic to this update post. For that, we already have like two built-in options in our product updates feature that we call boosters. The first one is a booster model, as you can see on the far left. Uh, you can fully customize this text, and this will show up to the users logging on to your app, and will basically, on the click of to read more, will basically take them to the product update post. And the second one is basically another booster that is attached to a resource center widget on your app, if you're using one. And then again, on the click of the read more call to action here, it will take the user directly to that product update post. And but you can also create a guide, and if you want to make it like and we also use that for, especially for our bigger updates, bigger features. We create a separate model, and we kind of, I would say, make it look much more easy on the eye, with some help from our design team as well. This is like the one that you've created for promoting this webinar here as well. We also use those for promoting our webinars, and we use that model with a call to action again, and the call to action again takes the users to the product updates post.
I bet a lot of the people that came here saw the also uh the slide out the product for
Yeah,
the
hopefully.
by the way, we're getting lots of great questions that I'm like saving till the end of the of the presentation. I'm just
All right,
adding
perfect.
the red mark so you guys know that we'll answer this at the end, probably in like 10 minutes.
All right, perfect. uh, so another thing, like another big thing that we utilize in terms of promoting our update posts in app is to utilize our resource center widget. Like there's a built-in option in our resource centers to feature a product update post, the latest product update post. As you can see on the left image here, you can, if you enable this option, your latest product update post will be featured at the very top of your resource center's homepage, like this one. And on the click, they will be able to see the whole product updates post without ever having to leave your app right inside the widget. And there's also another tab uh, inside the resource center, as you can see on the right image. And in that, uh, the tab is called Product Updates tab. If you have a product updates and if you integrate it with your resource center, your users will be able to see all of the posts inside your product updates page inside this widget without ever having to leave your app again. All right, so these was the efforts, like standard efforts we have been employing to amplify traffic into the update posts, but we also have other amplification efforts with other channels as well. The first image that you see on the left is an product update email. I'm sure uh, everyone here that is a subscriber of ours have gotten these at least multiple of these emails like periodically. So when there's a release worthy of an update post, we also send out a dedicated update email. And then again, I use ChatGPT here. And basically, I give the ChatGPT, I already have a product update post. I give the ChatGPT that product update post, and I simply ask, uh, I want this to be a shorter version to promote traffic into the actual update post through an email. Uh, so it gives me a, a small, a shorter version to be used in the body of this email. And uh, when needed, I make some edits on it as well. And then we send out these emails to all of our subscribers and all of our current trial users. Uh, and then also, we also send out like some uh, functional periodic emails to our users, our subscribers, for their weekly analytics reports every week, basically. And we also attach this snippet that you see on the right to the bottom of those emails, and we try to attract traffic into the product update post through those emails as well, because those are one of our like best performing emails. The open rates on those are like phenomenal. Uh, so we basically try to turn that into a much more traffic into our new updates, while through utilizing the basically footer sections of those emails, like you see on the right.
That's very interesting. Like, see what's been working and just kind of monopolize that on that to kind of get to an objective where other parts might not be working. But if you see like one part is working well, then you can kind of focus on that and I guess, yeah, like amplify, let's say, other uh, objectives that you have. And
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And also there are other channels, like I said. I haven't mentioned them in the slides here, but we utilize our socials, especially through LinkedIn. Uh, we we put out LinkedIn posts, and the only links, as you can see here, also in these emails, in this footer section of our email, there's only like one call to action, and it's always to direct traffic into our product updates post. And it's the same way with the socials as well. On those posts on social media accounts, we only have just one link, and that link always direct to the product updates post. And as long as we believe and we see that it's also performing well, if we get as much traffic into that product update post as we can, we are able to then convert that traffic from that update post into adoption much more easily.
yeah, actually, that's what Yazan said in the comment, where he's like, I think we have an issue with users not reading the announcement. Like, if we have an issue with like users not being able to like access or like read the announcement, then
Mhm.
like by default, the adoption and the testing and the analytics, there's going to be a challenge with that as well. So I think that was like such a kind of great way of thinking of it as well, because it's not just one issue, but you kind of have to understand where the bottleneck is,
Yeah,
and when
definitely.
it comes to that communication.
Definitely. I mean, like it was the same way. Our original issue was kind of similar as well. Like we were dumping all the details into a single space, and we were just expecting people to come and read those details on that page. But this way, uh, you are trying to like basically communicate the updates in a much more like smaller bite-sized prompts
Mm,
in every channel or in every way that you are able to reach your users. And if they show interest, you direct them to that kind of more detailed update post. And there's also another way that you can try, especially if you have like longer. I think somebody also mentioned
mm,
this in the comments. If you have like really long product updates, posts or details, you can also keep those in your product updates post, as long as you are able to direct traffic into that update post through other channels.
yeah, but what,
I don't think uh, it's wrong, not like necessarily wrong to have a long update post, uh, but as long as you are able to uh, create excitement or create a sense of interest before they come to the update post and start reading the update post.
okay, so the
And they
product,
have an idea. They have
right?
somehow they have an idea of what this update is about.
Okay. Two things. One is what you would recommend is like not having too many also call to actions, right? Because you want to direct maybe the
Yeah,
reader
definitely.
into a single form of action.
It, especially while trying to amplify and trying to drive traffic to your update post, I would recommend no more than just like one single uh, call to action. And inside the actual update post, I would uh, again recommend two, maybe like at some cases three call to actions. And if you have any other like materials that you want to present within the update post, uh, I would present them uh, only under the condition that like they are in a video form or something like that,
Hmm.
or slides or something.
That's so funny because like you've really you've been like touching points on like all the questions that we've been getting, and I'm just
Oh,
like
okay.
saving it to the end. So this like the video form is also like another question that like I had, but just like stepping a little bit back,
Mhm.
um, so I think I like this as well. And based off of what you're saying, there's also like this other framework where it's like you want to create the interest outside of the post, right? You want to create FOMO, you want to create maybe curiosity outside of the product
Yeah,
update page. And then what you want on the page is for them to have answers of what
yes,
it is, but also then after that, take that last step with the CTA, getting them to, click, take that action and maybe adopt it, engage with it, test it. These are the
yeah, exactly.
essentially.
Exactly, kind of like a funnel, you would say,
Yeah.
you could say. So you basically try to create interest with like shorter, more to the point, and concise like communications, like
Mhm.
these ones that you can see on the
Bite
screen.
size. Yeah.
Yeah, bite-sized ones. And if they work, like if these do not work, nobody's going to
Mm,
read like five paragraphs of uh, update posts anyway. So these should work uh, in order to in order for the update post to work as
mm,
well. So these, if these do not work, maybe the problem is a either the way these are structured. So you can always test your approach on these bite-sized uh, communications, or B, there might be something wrong with the feature. That's always a possibility that you, because maybe you've miscalculated to your target audience
mm.
or the size of your target audience as well. This might be a possibility as well.
True. So it's
But
not.
you can say like you can at least safely say that if these do not create excitement or like create generate interest, uh, any type of a longer form update posts won't create interest for the same people as
It's
well.
not gonna save. It's not gonna save you.
Definitely.
Yeah. You know those. uh what do you call it, like when you have like an essay to write and then you have to reach like, let's say, like 5,000 words, and you just make a really simple sentence, just like make it super long with lots of like mumbo jumbo words of thesaurus. So yeah, that's not gonna give you an A either. um
Exactly, I agree.
so funny. All right, yeah, can you
So
proceed?
yeah, kind of like a snapshot of what I talked about, the end to end flow that I've been utilizing. So you first compile all the info that you can get your hands on, all the docs on all the materials, and first use those to educate yourself about the updates and about the new features, and then educate your AI about all the details of the updates. And then you create your core update post. Like I said, your single source of truth. And then you highlight that update post uh, in app with boosters and widgets. Uh, this is an important step as well because these are basically the in-app ones are basically the best performing ones in terms of like amplification channels because they're already inside your product, they're already engaging with your product, and they've already uh, generated some interest in what you have to offer to them at that point of time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the last step is like amplifying traffic with all the available channels. These could be anything. Like I forgot to mention that we also have we have a Google Chrome extension, as most of you know, that you need to use our product. Uh, when there's an update, so there's a newer version of that browser uh, extension, you are actually able to direct the users, like I don't know how to put it, but when the extension version is updated on your browser, uh, you're able to direct the users to a single URL. Most of the extensions use those for uh, announcing details in the new version, like kind of like a changelog page, while directing them to a kind of like a changelog page. And we also utilize that to direct users to the product updates page every time a new version of our Chrome extension is deployed.
It's also
So
training users as well, right? Like, to, if they want to know what's up and what's new, then
yeah,
they already
definitely,
know that this is the place to visit.
definitely. I mean this example is was basically for like the amplification channels are basically endless and depends on what you can get, like what channels you have at your disposal. So these could be anything, depending on what kind of business you are in. But of course, the socials, the emails uh, are almost available to anyone, any type of businesses. But there could also be other types of channels as well. Like maybe you already have a community Slack channel. You
Mm,
can utilize that to drive traffic to your update posts, or maybe you have like a Discord, or like I said, like possibilities or like amplification channel possibilities there are endless.
yeah. For some reason in my mind, I'm like, bring back messenger birds. Like, I'm sure they have a good return of investment, or like really high open rates, let's say.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Wow, factor. Messenger birds.
Yeah, to summarize, I can give you like I can leave you with some key takeaways maybe. Uh, so So my key takeaways would be like always create a central source of truth, like I said, for each update, and then use multiple channels, that would be like email, social, like in-app, like I said, to drive users to that single source of truth, and then repeat those touches over time to reinforce awareness. Like uh, if a single email is not working, you can try sending a couple more to the ones that haven't opened the initial email. Uh, so wherever you can, repeat the touches over time, and then scale the visibility based on the importance of the release. So if it's a bigger, uh, like I said, if it's a group of like UX experience improvements and like bug fixes, like compile them in this into a single post, and maybe like just send one email and you'll be good to go. But if it's a big feature announcement, definitely dedicate a single post to that, and maybe create some supporting materials as well, like explainer videos or like maybe promotional videos as well. So always try to scale uh, the whole construct of the post and the experience, and also the visibility based on the importance of the release that you are trying to announce.
Amazing. That's honestly everything that you would need right there.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's for the presentation wise. I've noted them down, just in case for everyone, because I love those like bullet points. We have some like amazing Q&As, questions coming right up. I don't know if you saw them, Emrah, but I'm very interested to hear about like your answer for them.
Hmm.
So we can begin with the one that Alika had, which was, let's share it here. All right. Would links to feature, like I think she was talking about like in the product updates page.
Hmm.
Would a link to that feature work better than a link to a video on how that feature would work?
Yeah, definitely. I like I said, I would definitely suggest having the link to the feature, because that's your ultimate goal anyway, to get the users to try out the feature. So it should always be available on the update post. And if there's an explainer video, uh, you can actually like directly embed the video inside the update post. So you wouldn't have to uh, create a call to action for that as well. But like I said, I would recommend maybe no more than two call to actions. Uh, this doesn't include all the other materials that you can already embed into the post,
Mm.
but only two links or only two call to actions. One of them could be uh, to a help article or another document that is explaining the feature and its capabilities in much more detail, or how it works in much more detail. And the other one, in my opinion, should always be a direct link to test out the feature.
Would you say this is kind of a little bit generally, like no matter how complicated the feature is, or does the feature's complexity play a role in, which
I
part?
I think it's regardless of the complexity.
Mm.
You should have that link, and if it's a complex feature, then you have to solve that problem uh, after the after you take the user the
Mm.
user that's showing interest to that feature. You have to solve that problem through like help materials, or like in-app experiences, or like onboarding experiences inside the product. Uh, but you have to solve it after you take the user uh, to the new feature.
Okay, so simplify it, right? Simplify the
Yeah,
call to action, and then if you see there's any bottlenecks with that, then you can kind of give them the support,
yeah,
or reiterate.
definitely. I mean that there's an important point here actually, you've touched upon. uh, the product communication or like announcements serve the product adoption, of course,
Mm,
but they are not the same thing as product adoption.
of course.
So you have to think those in a way like the end goal is to get the user to the place that they can test out uh, the new feature,
Mm,
if that makes sense. Your whole goal should be that. And you have to keep that in mind to get the user to a place that they can test out the new feature.
mhm,
Other types of adoption problems, I think, should be addressed after that goal
mm.
is reached.
Okay. Just to add to that, I like the way that you said that, where it's like leading them to the product updates page, or getting to it. That's not the same as product adoption, but at the same time, it should not be the help article as well. Like,
Yeah,
you should not add all the information there is with regards to
yeah,
implementation.
definitely. It should like it should just create excitement,
Mm,
create the interest enough to get the user uh, to have the like to get the user to test out the or at least check out the new feature or the
mm,
new updates. That should be your own goal. That should be
mm.
your only goal in terms of like product communication efforts.
Uh, Pallavi asked one as well, and I think this one you've touched on it as well. Can you give us some examples of prompts you include when you use ChatGPT to write the content? And also, I think there's like other tools that like Claude, I think is also like a really
Mhm,
good tool for writing content.
mhm.
But you kind of touched on that, where it's like you kind of have to feed it a couple of times, and
Yeah, definitely. Like for the quality of the output in terms of the update post from your AI, uh, like the depends on the documents you feed it. So if you have documents, you can feed that to the AI, and then what I would do is like I basically go through like I do not use a simple I do not use a single prompt to create an update post. I go through my whole learning about the new feature or the new updates process along with the AI. So I get the documents and I check them out first, like briefly, and then I use those documents and I feed them to the AI. And uh, like together with the I go through the process of learning about the new feature, what it can do, uh, and then I also ask about like along the way I ask about the possible use cases that this update basically unlocks, and then uh, after that when it comes to like creating the update post, uh, I have like a couple of like simple commands such as like keep it brief but also detailed enough that it would generate attention and like generate genuine interest to test out the tool, kind of like those commands. But I mean, uh, I can share like some prompts in details after the session, maybe. But I cannot think of like
because it makes sense. It's
full,
like,
full. I cannot think of full prompts off the top of my head right now.
yeah, yeah, no, it's different. I love the one where it's like, make it sound human. It's just so creepy. Remove the end dash. Don't make it sound like it's written on ChatGPT. Um, I don't know. I'm still kind of rebelling against the using ChatGPT to like create a lot of the content. So what I find to like work best for me when creating anything really, like even like simple emails, is basically kind of it goes on with what you said, Emra, where it's like I would want to like learn about the tool, right? And then or like let's say the new feature or the update, I would like go and read through those like documents and then share my idea with ChatGPT of like where I find the value in it or how I want it to sound, or maybe some, because it misses a lot of um let's say like uh, I don't know, like sentences, let's say, that would capture, because I still
Oh
find it
yeah, definitely.
right. It gives a little bit of a generic answer always.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I already said like I go through the whole journey together. So that I can also feed uh, what I get from my other teammates as well,
Mm,
while going doing that back and forth uh, when I'm trying to get those documents and get those info from them. So that those are not like only materials or documents; those are also conversations with the product team or with the support team as well. So what I get out of those back and forth conversations, I also try to do the same with the AI while trying to create the update post.
mhm, for sure. The last question that we had, and you kind of touched a little bit on this.
Mhm.
We've always done product updates that. Does it finish there? Yeah. So we've done product updates that are long. So 5 minutes to scroll for everything to happen in deployment and the version. Is it better to break it down into different posts, focusing on different feature updates?
I mean, like I said, it's not necessarily wrong to keep it long, but a minimum five scrolls for sure. It's pretty long, so I would try to keep that a little bit more concise, more brief. So yeah, you can definitely uh, think of creating multiple, breaking it down into multiple update posts maybe, and Uh, try to create interest separately for those posts. I think it would help you a lot while trying to reach out to the intended segment as well. So because one group of updates could be much more intended for a group of users, and the other one is might draw a lot more interest from another type of or another group of or another segment of users. So it would always be helpful, especially have like multiple updates. uh, you can also like if some of those updates are like small fixes or like small uh, experience changes, you might consider, because that's what I've been doing, you might consider maybe leaving them out of your update post, uh, like altogether, uh, but then create a separate update post that you would just keep on that update page for like uh, version history keeping purposes. You can
Mm,
still keep that long, detailed post inside the same space on your product updates page, but you don't have to promote it.
yeah.
You can create a separate post for the ones that you really want to promote, that you really want to bring to your users' attention, and you really want to drive much more adoption to.
Yeah, because you don't want it like as you said, you don't want it to be like lost in the mix of
Yeah,
other
definitely.
features, announcements.
I mean, you can still keep all of the details in a post form inside your product updates page for anyone that might want to see them in detail. But you don't have to promote every post on your product update page. And if you want to promote some, you can create different like separate posts for two or three of those like big updates, and then you can start promoting that post and start uh, driving amplified traffic to that post.
Yeah, makes sense. High value. There
Mhm.
was value, right?
Yeah.
Emrah, thank you so much. I think these were all the questions that we had. Kira, at the end of the chat session, she left a really nice comment. So I think, yeah, we'll keep the product marketing and boosting adoption kind of theme going on, and we do have workshops coming like almost every month, and more webinars. If you guys, since you guys registered, so we'll keep you posted on those. Finally, there is just one last question. So just in case, if you're not a subscriber and you're still like just learning about user guiding and you want to book a demo call with us, you can just leave, yes, please, you want to have this call, or if you don't want to, that's okay as well. But then, our team can reach out to you if you're interested. And what else we got? Yeah, just quickly sharing. I know we're going a little bit over time, but just quickly sharing the poll results that we got. So for this one, there we go. So what was the main channel? So we got most of them for in-app messages. Yeah, mainly people are using in-app messages for that. And one second, wasn't it showing my face? That's fine. Um, and then finally, yeah. So for this one, I don't know. I just liked you more, Emrah. Okay. Yeah. So for this one, as we mentioned, a lot of people were, getting their biggest challenge that they face with product announcements is from getting users to actually read the new update, or yeah, getting to read the post. So yeah, that is all. Thank you, everyone. Meg, lovely. So yeah, more to come. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week, and keep an eye out on your emails on all the channels, because we do, announce a lot of the webinars and the workshops that we have. In 2 weeks, we do have another webinar with a platform that is using user guiding on their usage. So keep an eye on that. And yeah, thank you, Emrah, again.
Yeah, thank you all for attending. I hope to see you all again soon. And thanks for participating as well.
Awesome. Right. Bye bye.